Good evening, y'all. I know that there's more information that you need to successfully complete the assignments for this course. And with all of these visitors at the tail end, right about the time you need more information, you don't have that. So I'm shooting this video to try to give you a little bit more concrete information to be successful at this. I'm also going to be opening a discussion thread online for you to post any questions, and I'll respond to your discussion thread. I know you have a group me, but I also realize that getting the information directly from me is more helpful sometimes. So this way, if you post a discussion, I'll look at it every few days. If you need an answer quicker than you're getting it, you got my text, prompt me to look at the discussion thread so that you can get that feedback soon. So first of all, here's the first thing for you to know. I'm going to be sending you the things that you could do better, the things that you did well on your initial synthesis of the content. If you notice, in your final, you are expected to do a personal leadership statement, and that's when you're going to be using what you wrote up to write a 300 to 500 word statement about what you believe about leadership. The feedback that I'm giving you on this will help inform how to add it into your final project and that piece of the final. Okay, so just know that. You'll be getting that information, and if you want to talk through any of the feedback I give you, do not hesitate to schedule a time on my scheduler for students so you can make an immediate 20 minutes with me, or we will wind up also being able to do some flexible times. For the remainder of the semester, I'm going to finish out the workshops that I'm doing with you on the project, but for the remainder of the semester, I will stay until 2 o'clock in the room, and you can stay and ask any questions, just in case you can't get on my schedule as fast as you want. But I do know some of you have class immediately following, so the way to do that is the student available times, if any of those are available to you, and if not, then the flexible schedule. So that's issue 1 and 2. You will also be submitting by this evening at, I think it's 11:59, your project report. Now, that project report can be amended and improved in your final submission, and I will take the final grade that you get when you submit all of this material as a portfolio, just so you understand. So you have the chance to, no matter what your grades are now, I will grade you on your final portfolio, which includes your personal leadership statement, in other words, what you do following the feedback I give you later today, your final report, which you will get feedback on what you give me tonight, and then the rest of the information in the portfolio. So you have the ability to go up, you do not have the ability to go down in grades, just so you know. Now, there are 2 other assignments that are outstanding that I know have you concerned. One of those is this Pichakucha. I think that's exactly how to say it. What you will notice is I've amended and enhanced the instructions a little bit, just to be exceptionally directive in some extent, but give you some notion of what I mean by this content. The big points that I will share are these highlighted red pieces. Your 20 screens need to analyze Steve Jobs as your first employer, knowing what you know as a leadership studies minor, so everything you've learned in the minor. And then given that, what are your considerations for leading up to Jobs and across within the corporation as a boss, with him as your boss? So that's the big picture. We've heard that before. I've given you a prompt for how to figure out how to create these programs more easily, but I've included here the list of who's on which team, so you at least have a place where you know who your teammates are. And then the rest of this new information basically gives you a little bit more in depth and an example outline of what your Pichakucha could include. Quit laughing at me, y'all, please. That said, there are 3 sections. The first section is your jobs, your analysis of jobs. What, using your leadership knowledge in this course content, do I know about Steve Jobs as an employer? The second section